My name's Cortes. I was born in Spain in 1485. I'm an explorer, soldier, and conquistador. Conquistador means a Spanish conqueror. I conquered Mexico. I'm a Montezuma. He's the leader of the Aztecs. Montezuma had a dream that I could go this land. It came true because we had more weapons, better armor, and horses. We also brought a disease called smallpox, which wiped out many of Montezuma's people. I died from a lung infection in 1547. Thank you.
Hello, I am Artemis. I am a Greek goddess. I am the goddess of the moon and hunting. I got my hunting dogs from Pan, the god of the birds. Pan gave me 7 female dogs and 6 male. My father is Zeus, and I am the twin sister of Apollo. I am one of the 12 Olympian gods who lived on the summit of Mount Olympus. I got my bow and arrows from Hephaestus. I love to be free and on my own. So I asked my father Zeus to promise that he would never make me get married. And that is a promise that Zeus kept. Thank you.
My name is George Washington. I was born on February 22nd, 1732 in Virginia. I started school at the age of 6 and became a surveyor at the age 16. I married Martha Custis at the age 26 and we owned a plantation. I was a colonel for the British Army and fought in the French and Indian Wars. The British rulers started to treat us unfairly, so we began to argue and fight for our rights. This led to the American Revolutionary War. I was named as Commander-Chief of the Continental Army. After winning the American Revolutionary War, the people elected me as the first president of the United States. I'm still considered one of the tallest presidents in history at 6 feet 2 inches. My favorite food was cream of peanut soup, and I also like nuts. Thus my teeth were damaged and I had fake teeth later on in my life. Many places were named after me. 1 state, 7 mountains, 8 streams, 10 lakes, 33 counties, 9 colleges, and 121 towns and villages. Due to throat infection, I passed away at the age 67 in 1799. Thank you. Hi, my name is Robert Fulton. I am an American engineer and inventor. I was born on November 14, 1765 on a farm in Little Britain, Pennsylvania. I made portraits for 4 years when I was 17 years old at Philadelphia. I built a mechanical dredge to speed the construction of canals. In 1807, I built the first commercial steamboat, North River Steamboat, which later became known as Claremont. The steamboat carried passengers between New York City to Albany on the Hudson River. The Claremont was able to make the 150-mile trip in 32 hours. The steamboat was 150 feet long, had paddle wheels, and a sail. It traveled at a speed 5 miles per hour. I was fascinated by roads, bridges, mines, canals, and factories. I assembled a steamboat to get to America. I knew that I could use steam power to make a steamboat go. In 1801, I pursued my submarine, the Nautilus. After being a hero from saving my friend, I caught a peninsula. Then I got worse and died at age 49 in New York City. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Clara Barton. I was born on December 25th, 1821. I was known to be a brave woman who gathered nuts and enterprise for the soldiers during the Civil War. I didn't sign up to be a nurse. I volunteered. I volunteered because the soldiers were very wounded and very sick. ashamed of the battlefield because I am like an angel to them, and they also work in the battlefield. I came in a lot to the soldiers. I started the American Red Cross and it still goes on today. I help people during earthquakes, forest fires, and hurricanes. I help them by providing food, clothing, and medicine whenever disaster struck. I was honored with the U.S. commemorative stamp in 1848. I died of tuberculosis in 1912. Thank you. Hello, my name is Hutchinson. I was one of the early Cortes in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. I was born in England, 1591. My parents were Bridget and Francis Marbury. My father was an Anglican minister and a school teacher who taught me a far better education than most other girls received. I lived in England and married an old friend, William Hutchinson. I attended sermons by John Cortes and became followers of the Puritans. I immigrated to Massachusetts with my husband and family in 1634, hoping for religious freedom. I have a brilliant mind, kindness, and one admiration in our Puritan community. I later ran into difficulty because of my religious views and outspoken nature. I started a women's club meeting to hold my home. Our meetings were seen as a threat to the Puritan authority because of the ideals of the Puritan way of life. I stood up to the Puritans in court to fight for the freedom to follow any religion I wished. I was eventually tried and convicted and banished from the colony with many of my supporters. In 1643, we were mistaken as that settlers be killed by the native Indians. Thank you. My name is Sacajawea. I was born in 1788 in what became Idaho. I am the daughter of a Shoshone chief. I was born as a Gadiga tribe. When I was 12, I was captured by the enemy and sold to a French-Canadian shepherd named Toussaint Charbonneau. I became his wife. I had 2 children, John and Lizette. I was an interpreter and guide for Lewis and Clark. On the expedition, the boat filled with no important items floated away, but I managed to collect most of it. Lewis and Clark were very thankful, so they named the river after me called the Sacajawea River. I died in 1812, the age 24. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Julius Caesar. I was born on 100 BC in Rome, Italy. I went out to fight in foreign lands to make a name for myself. I was assigned to protect gold on Roman ships from pirates. Pirates captured me and held me prisoner. The Romans paid the pirates to set me free. Later, I was able to find the pirates and kill them. I became a great hero to the Romans. I went back to Rome and I started working with my enemy, Pompey. While I was out fighting in foreign lands, Pompey rose in power. Like me, Pompey was an amazing military leader. Pompey grew jealous of me and convinced senators that I was a dangerous man who might try to take over Rome. I became the ruler of the Roman Republic. I later got my name dictator for life. I went to Egypt hoping King Ptolemy would protect me from Pompey's army. Pompey died from Ptolemy's army. I fell in love with Ptolemy's sister, Cleopatra. I ordered my army to kill Ptolemy so that Cleopatra would be the one and only ruler of Egypt. Back home, the Romans got word because they didn't want me to be dictator for life, and they didn't want Cleopatra to be queen of Rome. The Romans plotted to kill me. In the year 44 BC, I walked out of the Senate and a group of men jumped out of the shadows and stabbed me 22 times. I fell down at the feet of Pompey's statue. I looked up and saw my old friend Brutus, who plotted my death. In my dying breath, I uttered, "You too, Brutus." Thank you.
Hello, I am Moses. I am the chosen prophet of the Hebrew God. I was born in Egypt to Jewish parents. During the time of my birth, the Pharaoh was killing firstborn sons. So my mother put me in a basket and sent me down the Nile River. Pharaoh's wife found me in the river and raised me as the prince of Egypt. My name Moses means one on water, so that is where my name came from. When I grew up, I was wrongly accused of murder and was cast out by the Pharaoh. I left Egypt and heard the message of God. God spoke to me at Mount Sinai in the form of a burning bush. I returned to Egypt and freed the Hebrew people. We escaped across the Red Sea. The sea split open to let us cross, but swallowed Pharaoh and his army. I then led my people to freedom and delivered the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments are the foundation of the Hebrew religion, Judaism, and are still followed 5,000 years later. Thank you.
Hello, my name is McCoy. I was born on May 2nd, 1844. My parents were slaves, but I was born free in Ontario, Canada. I invented the automatic lubricator for oiling the steam engine. I also invented the folding ironing board and the famous lawn sprinklers. My inventions are very well known for their uses. The automatic lubricator helped oil the steam engine so I can keep on going without stopping. The lawn sprinkler helped irrigate lawn so it can grow. And the folding ironing board helps support clothes while ironing it. I have 57 U.S. patents, and I was also inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2001. A popular expression of the real McCoy was published in 1881. This is used to mean the real thing. I am the real McCoy. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Aphrodite. I am the Greek goddess of love and beauty. When I was born, I was up from a cushion of foam from the sea. I have a son named Cupid. Cupid is the god of love. Other than Cupid, I have 15 other children that are gods, and 5 that are human. My father is Zeus. He is the king of all gods, which would make me the princess. I have a brother named Hercules. Hercules is half human and half god. I am married to Hephaestus. Hephaestus is the god of the skies. I also have a symbol. My symbol is a picture of doves and sparrows. I am known for enchanting both humans and gods and making them fall in love. Thank you. I am Lakshmi, the Hindu goddess of wealth and prosperity. My name is derived from the Sanskrit word Laksha, which means goal. This is because I help humans achieve 4 goals of life considered important by all Hindus. My 4 hands represents the goals such as duties, desires, nirvana, and of course, wealth. My favorite flower, lotus, symbolizes purity in all conditions. I am the wife of the Hindu god Vishnu and the source of his strength. When Vishnu incarnated on earth as Ram and Krishna, I also came along as his partner, Sita and Radha. During the 5 days of Hindu festival Diwali, the 3rd day is celebrated entirely in my honor. Before the festival begins, families clean their homes in anticipation of pleasing my spirit. The Hindu people welcome me into their homes. Flowers adorn homes, businesses, and even cars in hopes that I will bless them with prosperity. Diwali is a time of new beginnings, much like New Year celebrations around the world. If you want more prosperity, welcome me to your home on the 3rd day of Diwali. Namaste. I am Pocahontas. I am a Powhatan Indian. I was born in 1595. My father is the chief of my tribe. Pocahontas is just my nickname. It means the naughty one. My real name is Matoka. When I was 12 years old, the English settlers arrived and settled in Jamestown. One day, the leader of Jamestown settlement, Captain John Smith, took captive of some of my father's warriors. I protected John Smith and my father let him go. In 1614, I married John Rolfe, who is a tobacco farmer, and I have a son named Thomas. I also changed my name to Rebecca. John Rolfe and I sailed to London, where I was treated like a princess. When I was preparing to return to Jamestown, I got very ill and died. Thank you. Hello, I am the American artist, Georgia O'Keeffe, also known as the mother of American modernism. I was born November 15, 1887 in Wisconsin. I studied art since then. I decided to become an artist at age 10. I even went to art at the Art Institute of Chicago. I love beautiful things from nature like flowers, bones, and shells. I collected rocks, bones, and shells that I would use as subjects for my paintings. I love beautiful things from nature like flowers, bones, and shells. I painted large flowers, New York skyscrapers, and New Mexico landscapes. Some of my famous pieces of work are shell number 1. I made a curve going round and around inside itself. That line is called a spiral. Everything on this painting is done with a line. Summer days, this is a deer skull with different wild flowers on a desert background. And this is my Jim Sunweed white flower number 1. I was awarded several awards during my lifetime. In 1977, I was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Ford. That's the highest honor an American civilian could get. In 1985, I was awarded the National Medal of Arts. I died March 6, 1986. Thank you.
Our names are Robert and Orville Wright, and we are from Dayton, Ohio. We are known for building and flying the first practical fixed-wing aircraft. The 3 problems that we had to solve were building an engine that will make the aircraft go forward, constructing a wing that will lift the machine, and controlling the machine once it was in the air. We thought the engine problem was the easiest problem to solve because many people make engines. So we decided to start on the wing problem by designing the perfect shape and size so the aircraft can be down and lift in the air. Control was the hardest problem to solve. We needed to twist the wings and make the tail move with the wings to control the spinning. And did it work? Yes! We successfully build and fly the first practical fixed-wing aircraft control. And this airplane is called the famous Wright Flyer. Thank you. Yeah.